Hey everyone, it's Jaden, and today I'll be making this peach Danish dessert. Let's do it. Should be a lot of fun. For the pecan brittle at the bottom, we'll need sugar, water, and pecans. First, I'm going to add the sugar to a pan, and then I'm going to add enough water to make it like wet but not flooded, hypothetically speaking. And then you can set that on the stove, but don't turn the heat on yet. Next, I'm gonna put the pecans on a baking sheet, baking paper, so they don't stick. And then you want to stick that in the oven to get them really heated up. Okay, next you can turn the heat on, and I'm gonna stir this until it starts going clear. And this will take a while, so just take your time. Okay, I can see the steam is starting to rise, and it's starting to go clear because the water is dissolving the sugar. Okay, and now I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit, and I'm going to wash down the sides of the pan using a wet pastry brush. So if you don't do this, once it starts getting cold, like it'll cool off like instantly almost. It'll start getting fudgy like and stuff, and that is not what you want. So it'll get crystallized, and yeah. So make sure to do this, because it happened to me. It wasn't fun. I'm like, wait a minute, what happened here? And so make sure you do this. Use a paintbrush, whatever you have, really. That would work for this. Just make sure it's heat proof, because the pan is very hot. Okay, I'm seeing that it's starting to get brown. It is finally ready to take off. It is taking forever. So I'm going to turn the heat off, and I'm going to push it to the back burner to let the bubbles disappear. Okay, I'm going to take the pecans out now. And once I was editing this, I'm like, wait a minute, these look blacker than they did before. So here's the before and the after. They changed it a little bit. You might not be able to see it too much, but anyways, we're gonna pour that hot sugar syrup all over it. The heat is going straight through the pan. Oh my word, that is so hot! Ow, 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 ow! Ooh, hot. Then you just want to stir this until it's all combined. There, see, easy peasy. Okay, what I thought I could do is put it on the countertop, but I don't want to burn a hole in our countertop, so I'm a little stuck. This sugar syrup is crazy hot, okay? So, like, be careful messing with this. I'm going to put a pot holder to put it on. Actually, I'm going to put two, because two just seems safer. Okay, I'm going to slowly pull it off, and there we go. Success! Yay! But I found out later that that baking sheet cools off very fast. Oh well, we just moved it off the pot holders. What were the pot holders for? Oh well. Then you can just let this cool on the counter for about 10-15 minutes, maybe 20, depending how cold it is, hot. Then you can chop it into little bits, and then you want to store it in an airtight container until you're ready to use it. It would be easier to put this in a food processor though. For the peach Danish, you'll need sugar, clear gel. I know it doesn't look clear right now, but it will be clear when we boil it. Flavored gelatin, I'm using orange, and water. First, we're going to add the water to a really, really big pan, and then you just want to set that on the stove, but don't turn the heat on. Then in another bowl, we're going to add the rest of our ingredients, which is sugar, the clear gel, and the flavored gelatin. Now you can use whatever flavored gelatin you want, depending on what kind of Danish you want to make, like lime, strawberry, kiwi, that's kind of the same thing, pineapple, you know, whatever you want. But since I'm making peach Danish, I'm using orange. I'm sure there's peach jello, whatever you call it, but I'm not using that. I'm using orange. Then you want to mix this up really, really well with a whisk. Once it's all mixed together, we can take a 3/4 cup and try scooping it out. Okay, that was not enough. Take two. Use a finger too. level it out. You want to add that to your water mixture, and then you just want to mix that with a whisk. Then you want to turn the heat on, and then we're going to add the rest of our mixture. Ooh, wow, that went everywhere. And then you want to stir that for a long time. And a long time later, it finally has started to go clear and is getting thick. That took like, I don't know how long, 20 minutes or something. That took so long. Anyways, then I'm now gonna put this into a heat-proof bowl, blast bowl, and then I can put it in the fridge. I found out once we actually made it that it wasn't actually quite cold enough, so you probably put it in the fridge for about 3.5 hours probably, depending how cold your fridge is. Okay, it's finally ready for assemble, and we can take the chopped peaches and add them to our Danish. You need about 5 peaches for this. We're gonna add those in. Perfect. We're gonna kind of push these around. I'm not really doing anything here, so I'm doing a little something, but not too much. Then you can ask your lovely sister to get you a giant scooper, whatever you want to call it, soup scooper, what do people call it? Anyways, then you want to take some pecan brittle and put that in the bottom of your glass. Then I'm going to put a scoop of that peach Danish in there, but as you can see, yeah, it didn't exactly work. Went like down the sides and everywhere. I'm just going to try smaller scoops. Yes, much easier. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Smaller scoops, perfect. Then you can top it with homemade or store-bought whipped cream. I'm using store-bought. If you want to make homemade, it's just heavy whipping cream with some sugar in like a food processor, and you just want to whip it until thick. Then it's ready to serve. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!